Hi, I'm Anthony Chapman and I'm a tutor here at Point Back Music School. I've got over 20 years industry experience as a producer, engineer, mixer and composer, working with the likes of Franz Ferdinand and Klaxons. And you're watching 9 Lives of Ableton. If you're new to making electronic music, these videos should give you an overview of how to get started using Live and an idea of what it's capable of. If you're experienced with other platforms but new to Live, you'll probably find these videos really useful as well.
Okay, so now I've got a bunch of ideas running in the session view, I'm going to try to arrange it into a track. Now, I can do this by recording my performance from the session view into the arrangement view. Now, the arrangement view is accessed by clicking this button at the top right of the session, or you can press tab to toggle between session view and arrangement view. Now, as we look at this here, it looks a little bit more like a regular DAW. And with this window, if I put the transport into record, everything I perform in the session view is recorded into the arrangement view. And then once you've got it recorded down, you can then edit it in the arrangement view pretty much as you would with any other DAW. So it's very good for doing fine changes and tweaks to the arrangement. So I've arranged some of my clips into scenes to get me going. So if we pop back into the session view, let's put Live into record and begin to get a performance down. So I'm going to click record up here and you'll see the transport is counting up, and I'm going to launch the first scene here, which is my beat intro. Okay, so this is just like most of my beats going. And then the next scene down, this row here, is a slightly evolved version of that. It's got this strings pad swelling up. And then once we get to the end of this bit, I'm going to go to a breakdown. We got a reverse crash coming up. Then I'm going to drop the track with the rolling bass line. Now, I can leave this scene playing, but trigger off some other stuff while it's going. So here we go. And the automated version of the synths we recorded earlier. And then the pan version. Okay, I'm gonna break down and I'm gonna go to my alternate beat that I did with audio to MIDI. I've recorded some automation on that arpeggio synth. Okay, so there we go. It's only short, but it gives you an idea of how we can get our session performance recorded down into the arrange mode. So I'm going to stop the transport here and look at the arrangement view. And as you can see, it's recorded everything, MIDI and audio, into the arrangement. Now, you'll notice that it's greyed out. And the reason for that is that we're in session view playback mode. And to come back into the arrange view playback mode, we need to hit this button at the top right. And you see everything comes into focus and I can just go in and play. And if I zoom in, you can see we've got all of the MIDI here. And you see this mark here on the part there, that shows us where our part has looped. Okay? But what I'm going to do is I want to focus in on this end before it breaks down, okay? So what I'm going to do is use Command D to separate that part. I'm going to double click so we can see it here. Let's open up our editor. And so what I want to do is just put a little bit of variation in on the drums there. So let's just muck around with this a little bit. So I've just put like an extra kick drum in and took a snare, so it goes bum 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 bum. Okay, so here it comes. So you can see now that we've recorded this down into Arrange view, I can do further edits to it separate from the session view as well. Now, there is something else which is quite clever in Live 9, which is a new addition, which is that I can highlight an entire section of my arrangement, and then I can right click and select Consolidate Time to New Scene. Okay, if I click this, what happens is, if I go back to the session view, this scene here on the bottom row is everything that I just had highlighted in the arrangement view. So if I hit play here, so all of these clips are derived from what I had in the arrangement view. And look, if I skip ahead in the drums, if we solo that, you'll see we go to this end bit here. So it's got that edit that I did in the arrangement view, and we very, very quickly sent it back into the session view. And what makes this command really, really useful is that once you've finished your track and you've arranged it all in the arrangement view, and then you maybe want to perform it live, you can just break your track in the arrangement view into sections, right click, select Consolidate to New Scene, and then your scenes are all ready for your live performance. Okay, so I hope that's given you a little overview of recording your performance into the arrangement view. In the next video, we're going to start looking at mixing and some of the plugins that Live has available for us to get our mix sounding as good as possible. Okay, see you soon.
At Point Blank Online, you've got two methods of interaction with your tutor. Firstly, you've got the weekly online masterclass, which is in real time. And then also we've got feedback on your assignments, and that's known as DVR. So the online masterclass is a 1-hour session you get with your tutor every week. You can ask questions about the lesson content and get instant feedback, and also demonstrations on the fly from their computer desktop with our streaming technology. DVR stands for Direct Video Response, and the concept is really simple. You upload your Ableton, Logic or Cubase project file to your tutor, he downloads it and then pushes record on the screen capturing software and evaluates your work, so basically giving you one-to-one feedback. You see all of the mouse movements and any parameter changes made by your tutor. It's kind of like sitting in the studio over their shoulder watching what they're doing whilst they work. We've found the DVR process has truly revolutionized the way that we teach online, and the results speak for themselves. Book your place on the course now by visiting pointblankonline.net.